Sorry, my friend, but if you think that what your bartender does is simply pouring drinks, then you've been hanging out in the wrong bars. Yes, a bartender will serve you a drink. But every time he or she shakes, stirs, and pours that drink into your chilled glass, that bartender is sending a piece of his or her soul with it. And as he slides that drink under your nose and you take that first sip, a piece of their soul is exactly what you'll taste. Take a Geneva Symphony. It's a very simple drink. 3 straightforward ingredients, which to the average person are simply thrown together and served in front of you. Put them in the hands of a bartender, however, a true bartender, and that bartender will work magic.
Designed, I think, by architects and not by bartenders, which is why the layout generally is quite flawed. What is specifically wrong with this bar is only within the context of the overall space. Your dirty dishes being delivered from the room to this countertop, all right? And you've got your garbage bin underneath here, no need to pull anything out, just throw it in, all right? So this is, dirty dishes gets dropped here. If they're an odd size, we wash them in this sink. For example, your martini glass gets washed in this sink. If they're any other size, we use the spool boy, which basically we just up and down like this and rinse it. That's a very easy way to do things. On top of our under-counter chiller, we've actually, this is sort of a first, we've installed a drip tray which has its own drainage, so we never have to, we never get full of water and nothing ever overflows. After that, this is where the drink preparation, the bulk of the drink preparation happens. We've got 2 wells. The first is a bottle well, which is very unusual. Most bars don't actually spring for something like this. This is custom built, and what we're able to do is keep our cocktail spirits chilled at all times. So we don't take a warm or a room temperature bottle of gin. We take a really cold, basically like a 4 or 5 degree bottle of gin, and that goes into our cocktails. And the logic behind that is that if the spirits themselves are already cold, you don't have to shake it as much, right, in order to chill it, which means that the cocktails you serve are not as watered down, and they taste better. All right, next to the bottle well, we have our ice well. So, that's self-explanatory. We need that. And then, interestingly enough, underneath the bottle well, we've got space for our cocktail glasses. So the glassware goes directly underneath the bottle well, which means we can always use chilled martini glasses, chilled champagne coupes, so forth. which again saves us the trouble of, you know, lining up the glasses and putting ice in them and all that. With that workflow and with everything placed the way it is, dirty dishes come in, everything is done here, billing is done there, and it goes out, and you can essentially run a bar of this size with 40 guests, full capacity, with no more than 2 staff, which is of course very efficient and quite ideal.
Became known as a dump among locals, stunting the value of the entire hotel.
I ordered a Royal Flush, and I got cold tea in the cup.
This bar sucks booty dang.
Just last year alone, I lost close to $200,000. This bar is falling apart, and if it does, then that's it. My whole financial situation is a complete disaster.
With this entire financial future at stake, Frank has agreed to pull back the doors, bust open the books, and make a call for help. The bar rescue. Running a bar is not just a business, it's a science. No one knows more about bar science than John Tappan.
I don't embrace excuses. I embrace solutions.
Over the last 36 years, John has transformed hundreds of failing bars worldwide.
I believe that you could do this.
John will turn these money pits
Clean the place out.
into money makers.
This cooler. The cooler is filled with ice.
Why is there ice in here?
Why is there ice in the cooler?
It's more of an ice bin.
It doesn't work. Most of the cooler doesn't work. So we fill it with ice to keep them cold.
There should be no reason for ice to be in a cooler. The cooler should be at the proper temperature. Beer could be skunking overnight, it could be served warm, and they wouldn't even know.
This is not an ice bin.
No, but we use it.
It doesn't have the drainage on it to be an ice bin. This is incorrect. This is a refrigerator. You don't use it for an ice bin. You're being irresponsible again. This bar is run down because Frank chose not to fix it. These are the problems that he let happen. Is this pride? You know what one of these costs? $2,300.
Yeah, I know what it costs.
Go buy one tomorrow.
And that costs $2,300, and that costs $2,300, and that costs $1,200.
So you spend nothing.
And
And
just give it
screw
to
all
me
the
at
customers.
first. I don't need you screaming out.
When you get people sick, I have a right to get angry, don't I? I'm
If
not
you
gonna
want to
scream
talk
at
to
you
us,
for over-
talk to
talking.
us with respect. I am going to tell him to go get lost. You can't talk this way on my property.
If you're over seasoning a steak, I'm not going to scream at you. When you're disrespectful and you get people sick, I'm going to scream at you every time. Get it? You ready to see your bar?
I'm ready, yes.
All right, on a count of 3, turn around. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Bamboo Beach Club. I love it. I love the name. Awesome. You did good, John. You did good.
It's all about raising expectation. You see why I had to make that subtle change?
Yeah.
I see
It's
it.
subtle, but it's big, isn't it?
Perfect.
Now, when the locals come, the tourists will come too. 57% of all tourists get their restaurant and drinking recommendations from a local. Are you ready to see the inside?
Ready.
All right, guys, go ahead.
Yes. Roll. Wow. My gosh. Look at this. This is sick. I love it. Look at you.
Wow. Everything.
Wow.
We got an faucet, we got an extra sink. I couldn't be any happier right now. I couldn't be any happier.
Let's talk about some of the stuff that's going on here real quick. First of all, a new bar top. We pretty much had to rebuild the entire bar from scratch for you. Remember that hole over here? The whole bar was caving in. This is solid. It's thick, and it's perfectly sealed. This is flooring, guys. It's a non-absorbent material where it won't absorb bacteria. Frank, when I got here, this was a plumbing disaster. Leaks everywhere. We didn't have the equipment we needed, rust. So I called my friends at Arts Plumbing and Air Conditioning. They gave you this 4-compartment sink. They fixed this drain, fixed the concrete, and re-plumbed the entire bar.
We're ready to work. Ready to work.
Remember this baby?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is a refrigerator. This came from Glass Tender. And this is a great cooler. What's a red stripe if it isn't nice and cold? Feel that, baby.
I'm not just happy that we have a new bar. I feel like I have a real role. And moving forward, I feel like we're going to be successful.
I consider you a true friend. No, forget that.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
The staff races to prep the bar for the relaunch.
5 minutes, guys. See that? 100 people waiting to get in. You guys gonna be ready?
Yeah.
The question remains as to whether they will be able to handle the crowd that the bar's new ambiance is sure to attract.
Hey everybody, I'm very proud to show you guys our brand new Bamboo Beach Club and Tiki Bar, and I know you're gonna love it, so come on in.
Within minutes, the Bamboo Beach Club floods with new customers. The bar and the kitchen are slammed,
Let's get everything.
This is the toughest my job has ever been right now.
even more so than the stress test.
Abby, you're not ready for this.
They're not flustered. They're not cracking under the pressure.
Ladies, thank you.
Abby was my biggest concern, and she's rising to the occasion. She multitasks well. She has her tabs. She's closing out. She's greeting people, taking care of them, many drinks at a time. I'm so proud of her. Awesome job, baby. Thank you.
It hasn't been hard at all. It's actually been a lot easier. I'm not crying this time. I'm smiling, which is a good thing.
I'm really proud of the staff. They got slammed today. They got in deep, but they held their own.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm glad.
Beautiful.
Doesn't it look great?
Wow.
You did an amazing job.
Captain Morgan Black and honey is delicious. It's good to see you back here. There you go.
Better drinks, better service, better food. Night and day difference. Incredible.
Man, what a job. This place is amazing.
When I got here, Frank was more interested in pretty girls than he was his own bar. Now he has pride in his bar, and that pride can lead him to success.
I want you to come back a year from now and look at me and say, Frank, I'm proud of you.
I will. I look forward to that,
Good.
buddy.
Thank you so much.
So you got your cake, and you're gonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
A great bar makes a hotel better. The whole property is improved because of this bar rescue.
1 month after the relaunch, sales at the bar had doubled from the same time the year before.
Guys, how's everything? Everything good? All right, good. You guys enjoying yourselves?
We're having a great
All
time.
right, good. Well, the Bamboo Beach Club and Tiki Bar is doing phenomenal. We've had a lot more locals come. I've noticed new faces I haven't seen in years. Everybody loves the food. Everybody loves the new drinks. And we're getting nothing but compliments.
It's a nice place to hang out. Love it.
Mia did come back and want her job back, but you know what? I have to set an example. So unfortunately, she's a great girl, but she just can't work here anymore. And giving Alyssa the authority to hire and fire has helped a lot.
Not only do we have the tourists, but a lot more locals are coming. My pockets and my bank account appreciate it. So